Welcome to Stars EU Highlights, a podcast series where we explore European values for innovation in the field of education.
Welcome to Stars EU Highlights. My name is Emily Jane Lee Glover, and today we're going to talk about the new European student, studying without borders. Today we want to explore what it means to be a student in Europe when you belong to a university alliance such as Stars EU. More connected, with more options throughout your studies, and with new ways of moving across institutions and countries without getting lost with bureaucracy. To do this, I'm joined by two guests who are very close to the Stars EU and student mobility, Elana and Davut. Before we start, I'd like to briefly connect our topic with a very recent European policy development. In May of 2025, the Council of the European Union adopted a recommendation and a resolution that set out a roadmap towards a joint European degree label, with the ambition of a fully fledged joint European degree by 2029. The goal is to harmonise criteria for joint programmes, strengthen cross-border mobility, and make it easier for students to follow integrated study paths across several universities in different member states. For alliances like Stars EU, this is highly relevant. It opens possibilities for more flexible mobility, jointly designed programs, and a clearer recognition of what students achieve when they move between partners. Today, I would like to talk to Elana and Davut, and I would like to know, who are you?
Hi, Emily. Yeah, thanks for having us today. My name is Elana Veldkamp, and I'm the Community Manager for Stars EU at the Hanze University in Groningen, the Netherlands.
Hi, thank you for having us as well. My name is Davut Turk, and I'm a second-year student at Hanze University, and I'm studying international business.
Thank you so much for being here today. To start, I would like to look at the bigger picture. What is the relevance of Stars EU for students at our universities? In other words, if I am a student at one of the partner institutions, why should I care that my university belongs to this alliance?
Yeah, so I think that you see that with the alliances, the European university alliances that have been initiated from an idea from Macron, is that it takes the partnership between universities much further. So it's not only that the Hanze now has 8 other partners in Europe, but what we like to say is that because we're a European university, Hanze actually has a campus in Sweden, it has a campus in Spain, it has a campus in Poland. So it's really what you said as well, taking away the bureaucracy and really opening pathways for European education for our students.
Yeah, I think personally it's also a wonderful way to experience new things. Maybe you can also learn things outside of your regular curriculum. You can learn working together in a cross-cultural environment, and amongst all it's just a fun way to have. It's a good way to have fun, and without staying somewhere for 6 months or a year.
Okay, thank you. And Elana, from your perspective at Hanze and as a communication manager, how does Stars EU make students feel more connected than when they would be in a traditional bilateral partnership model?
Yeah, so I think that what you see is that a lot of the international programs that are already offered through Erasmus, so what they really facilitated was the common semester exchange or perhaps an internship abroad. But as we're noticing through the alliance, we have flexible mobility. So that means that you can go abroad for a week, you could do a course abroad. There's virtual mobility through the online courses. So it really offers more mobility opportunities and not always in person.
Yeah, what Elana said, indeed, STARS-EU offers different kinds of programs. One of those is a blended intensive program. It's a program where you get the chance to go abroad for a week, work together with different students from different backgrounds on a project that might be outside of your regular curriculum. Then you're working together 6 months online, and I think the big benefit is the fact that you're not committed to staying somewhere for a year or 6 months. So it's a really great way to learn, get out of your comfort zone and experience new academical things.
Fantastic. Davut, are there specific services or support structures that help them navigate, for example, these students, when they are struggling, maybe when they're going through this program?
I think STARS-EU is one big community, and I think everybody is very much approachable. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, how old you are, and everybody is just open to answers all your questions every time, everywhere. So I think if you are a student and maybe don't know what's happening or how to proceed in a certain project or traject, you can just reach out to somebody. And also we got a website where you can also find everything. So I think there are plenty of options to get help when you need it.
Perfect. I think if I may add to that, from an organizational view as well, so maybe even students don't even always know what's available, but besides the international offices that we have at each of the, I'll call them partner universities now, but at our partner universities, we also have the STARS-EU offices. So that's like the front door to each of the partners within the alliance. So for all questions about Erasmus grants or about mobility or about the academic offer or about upcoming research projects, the STARS-EU officer either knows all the answers or has direct contact with our partners and the individuals that would be able to answer those questions. Yeah.
So basically, you're never alone. If you have any doubts, there's always going to be some sort of orientation or some sort of guidance.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Let's now move from the why to the how. What are good examples of this flexible mobility that STARS-EU is already offering or started to offer to students?
Yeah, so I think you mentioned the blended intensive program. So that's a 1 week physical on location supported by online collaboration. But we also offer courses. So we have one student at Hanze, for example. He did do a semester exchange. Unfortunately, he's missing 5 credits. So what he's going to be doing now from the Hanze is following a hybrid course at our partner at the Silesian University of Opava and able to do that with a course that isn't offered at Hanze. So it also really expands the academic offer that we're able to provide to our students who might want to specialize in a different field or a different area.
Yeah, what I could add is indeed we got the blended intensive programs that has already been explained a bit, but if I can add something from my own experience, I went to Krakow this spring where I worked on an architectural project, and as I'm a business student, it's not really something in my field or in my area, but it was still very nice to work together with people who are specialized in some different courses, and it's a wonderful way to also learn, collaborate with people with different ideas, with different interests, as we all in the professional field in the future also not only work with business or marketing or whatever, students or employees.
Elana, I'd like to ask you, when you talk to students, which opportunities do they find most attractive or accessible? Are they more interested in virtual or blending formats that they can combine with work or family responsibilities? Or do they mainly look at traditional physical mobility and internships abroad?
Yeah, good question. I think that what is most interesting to them and what they really look for, especially when we're at open days or really interacting with the students, is the possibilities within Europe to travel there as well and to have these experiences that are either from 1 week to a month to 6 months, but that they also get very interested about the virtual mobility possibilities that we have. And what we really say to them as well is that, okay, you're a Hanze student, but it also means that automatically you're a STARS-EU student. So it also depends at where they are in their educational journey. If they're a first-year student, then the physical mobility is also more relevant to them. Whereas if they're in their third or fourth year, they're maybe gearing towards doing a master or getting experience at different international companies. And then it's when we also promote like the guest lectures or the webinars that we offer. So I would say it really depends on where the students are in their educational journey as well.
Okay, thank you. Davut, after listening to Elana, do you feel that you can relate to what she has said? Or
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me a little bit about your story.
Okay, Elana so mentioned it really depends on where you are in your academical journey. As I'm a second year student, I think you could conclude I'm pretty much at the beginning. So I would say it's like what is very much appealing to me and what is very nice in general is the fact that you indeed get to travel all around Europe to our partner universities, get the chance to learn from their teachers, get the chance to learn from their ways of doing, of their ways of living, and not only in the classroom, but also outside in a very social, cultural way. And I think it's not only good for your CV or for your academical career, but also for your worldview, because some of us don't get the chance to travel as much. And I think it's a beautiful way to get in touch with the world and maybe also with the non-capital regions, because that's also something StarCU focuses on. We are not located in the capital regions, and I think it's also very good for somebody's worldview to get to see something more than a country, only the capital.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you too. We've looked at the current situation, but I would like to finish by looking forward. What do we need to work towards, and where are we headed? Where are we headed in terms of mobility programs and opportunities for the new European student?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. And as a European University Alliance that's also really future-oriented, we're really looking into how can we work towards this joint European degree. And I think that through our collaboration and also where we're working towards right now with our dual degrees on, for example, robotics and business, and really looking at what are the strengths at each of the universities and how can we offer that to our students across the Alliance, that's one of the ways that we're really improving our academic offer, that we're really promoting European values through that as well. That with the mobility options, that's also really, in the past 5 years, we're really advancing away from the half year abroad to the 1 week, the one course. And I think that what we're working towards right now is to making that available for everyone. So also equal opportunities, really promoting it for all of our students within our universities.
Davut, if you could send a message or a piece of advice to a student about taking part of this mobility, what would it be?
I would definitely advise everybody to check out the website, see what possibilities StarCU offers, and definitely give it a try, because it's just a very much enriching experience for every student. It doesn't matter where you are in your academical journey. It's just a wonderful experience, as well as academical as personal, where you get to know new people, learn new things, get in touch with new cultures, and I would recommend it to everyone.
Good. Elana, from your communication and strategic point of view, what is your vision of the new European student within 5 to 10 years within StarCU?
So I think that that's really about giving all of the students the opportunity to participate. What you're seeing is that Europe is really the Europe of regions. And what we're doing through the Alliance is connecting the regions. So not only connecting as universities, but also connecting the organizations in the regions to each other. And that also offers career opportunities for our students, for our graduates, and that they can also get experience in other European regions, because in this increasing globalized world where you're going to need these intercultural skills, it's really important for them as students to have the experience, so that when they're applying for these jobs, they can say, you know what, look at me, I can do this because I already did it. I have this experience. And it's really opening up the the world views, really understanding. So, and it's also really that when you encounter other people and their ideas, you're also automatically encountering your own ideas and values and beliefs. And that's also when real personal growth can start. So I would really encourage that for all students.
Amazing. If you had to summarize it, what should we be working towards so that students can design their own cross-border learning paths, combining courses, BIPs, internships, and maybe future dual degrees in a way that feels coherent rather than fragmented?
Yeah, so I think that every learning journey is unique. And I think that that's also where all of the possibilities that STARS EU offers really come into play. So I would just really suggest to all the students get in touch with your STARS EU officer at an early time in your academic journey so that you can discover, okay, what really suits me and which areas do I really want to explore more. And so, yeah, definitely get in touch with the STARS EU officer and check out all the possibilities online.
Perfect. We have come to an end to this episode of the New European Student Studying Without Borders. I would like to give a massive thank you to Elana and Davut for joining us today because you've shown us from different angles what it is to belong to STARS EU and how it can mean for other students. Being more connected, having more possibilities throughout the whole study period, and starting to benefit from the new forms of flexible mobility. Your reflections on BIPs, courses, internships, regional connections, and future dual degrees offer a very concrete picture of where we are now and where we might be heading in the next few years. Thank you also as well for listening to this episode. And I hope you enjoyed our conversation and it has encouraged you to join STARS EU. And from Tenerife, we are signing off. And I hope you enjoy the next episode.
STARS EU, transforming regions, empowering people.